Friday to everyone. Happy new massive Beyond ATC update that launched last night. Probably 20-ish hours ago. Jesus, the notes are forever long. We'll go through those, well, maybe some of them on today's flight. We're going to do 2 flights. And the reason why we're doing 2 flights, we're going to try their new turnaround mode, which means you don't have to turn off Beyond ATC and relaunch it. Traffic will still be there. And this has been a long-awaited feature from Beyond ATC for Beyond ATC for a very long time. So we'll be taking the 737-600, PMDG 737-600 on a flight, United livery. This is technically a real-world flight, not done by United Airlines. I think Spirit used to do this flight, and I think SkyWest might do it as well, and Silver Airways used to, maybe. But today we'll be using the 737-600 because that's the one I'm most comfortable with in terms of like a turnaround mode. I want to make sure that's out working just fine. The weather looks to be a little frightful here in Tampa. So the flight will be Tampa to Fort Lauderdale with the MK Studios Fort Lauderdale. With the fly Tampa, and then we'll come right on back here to Tampa from Fort Lauderdale. So we'll see how things go with it. There's been a lot of massive updates with this Beyond ATC update. Ground logic has been completely reworked from the scratch, and that's going to be really cool to see how that works. We are using Navigraph's live traffic as well, and I don't know if there's been any major changes to that itself, but we're going to see how that operates. Quite a few things they changed and tweaked. But again, we'll talk about that here a little bit once we get into the air. It's a short little hop, the first flight, well, both of them, 171 nautical miles. So we're looking at a pretty short cruise time. But it'd be a good way to test out how things work. Did some work with the SIDS and stars and all that jazz. Hopefully your week has been amazing. Hopefully you're excited for the weekend. You're not working? Congratulations. If you are working, I'm sorry. I have this weekend off. So I'm going to be sitting and doing lots of simming probably. I'm going to take a look at the Steam sale, see what's going on with that. I haven't really dived into it too much. I might finally buy, there's Airport Sim. I might finally buy that. It's $8. I've been thinking about it for a very long time. Might pull the trigger on it. It's got like mixed reviews. That's why I'm like not all that into it. Tower Simulator I've also been interested into for a while, and they had I think a pretty nice update recently. I been kind of keeping an eye on that one, but not fully invested in actually doing it or not. J. Russ, welcome in. Finally got home from our annual convention all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Jesus, that's a heck of a convention. Hopefully it's at least not boring. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's somewhat entertaining. Keep you going so you don't need a lot of caffeine, right? All right, let's hop into the cockpit of 737-600. And let's go ahead and go over here. I haven't flown the 600 for a little bit. Infuse, welcome in. I have Airport Sim. It's good, but there has not been an update in years. Ah, Jesus. 4 airports, 2 aircraft. So there's 4 airports and 2 aircrafts. Do you know what what airports and what aircrafts? So we got ground power connected. Let's go over here. Get that all going. Up to the top. Nav. All good. I'm foreseeing our cruise can't be too high. Yeah, 23,000. 23,000 for the cruise. Whoop, way past it. And there's that. Let's get those lights going as well and get the APU firing on up. Now I am using, I put this in the Discord, but I'm using a newish force feedback tool. So instead of using Moza software, there's a freeware called FFB Bridge. I think that's what it's called. And tell you what, man, once you get the settings dialed in, I have it set in really nicely for the Max. I have yet to really try it in the 737 NGs. Key West, Warsaw, Bagger, and really, Iceland? Then the 320 and the 737 MK Studios actually made... Oh, really? MK Studios made it? That's pretty interesting. Let's load this in. All right, so with Beyond ATC, let's bring it up here on the screen. And you can see it here. There's a few new options in the menu. The first is dynamic auto response. So we'll automatically choose a voice that fits the region you're flying in, which is pretty freaking awesome. We got tipped off from Matt Whack-A-Mole a couple months back when he was in the stream. And I was mentioning that I'd love to see that. And he said, well, you know, we're working on it. Also, taxi arrows is now available in Beyond ATC, which is awesome as well for those who like to have their taxi arrows. I might enable this at some point at some of the complex airports, you know, like in Europe, I get really lost. But for now, I'm going to keep it turned off. I think that's the only menu options here within this Beyond ATC. I'm going to crank up the voices, though. I always turn it a little bit down when I'm not streaming, just because, you know, it's blasting my ears. Okay, so that's all good. Let's go ahead and get clearance. Tampa clearance, hello from United 758. We are a Boeing 737-600 ready for IFR clearance to Fort Lauderdale. I forgot to get the information. We're expecting runway 19 right.
Tampa clearance. Verify you have information. Tango cleared to
Tango.
Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport. Jan 8 departure. Then as filed. Climb BSAD. Departure frequency 118.8. Squawk 2655.
2655.
Cleared to Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport.
Oh, that's weird.
Danny 8 departure, then as filed. Climb SID.
SID.
Frequency 118.8.
Sid?
Squawk
King Bob, welcome in.
United
Stream's only at
758.
720? What?
United
It shouldn't be.
Correct.
Is it broken?
121.7 when ready for pushback.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Ground 121.7.
Yeah, why is it only
ready for
streaming at
pushback.
720?
Engine start, United 758, see you.
Let me see if I can change that. Uno momento. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's stuck at... Wait, resolution 720. Canvas. Yeah, I can't change it during the stream. What the hell? I didn't change that. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I can't change it live on stream. Huh. I don't know. My OBS has been weird. My OBS has been really weird. I wish... I need to try a different one. I need to try a different streaming thingy. All right, flight level 230 is what we expected. That's perfect. That's in there. And let's go ahead and get our takeoff information. So we're going to go over to performance tools. One left. I got a runway change. Okay, one left for departure. Import. There we go. Calculate. Takeoff is going to be 1 at 62. I wonder why the hell it's doing that. I also am having issues with it. My stream's doesn't seem to want to showing up in the live stream section on the website. On
Ocean 659 heavy, gate Foxtrot 87,
YouTube,
request pushback.
which is weird. Whole thing's all falling apart, folks. It's all falling apart. All right, we got that all set. We got to get our V speeds back in. I better do that right now, because else I will forget. All right, got that all back in there, and then arrival information. We're currently expecting runway 10 right. The Techie 4 and save transition. All right, there's save, execute, legs. That's all set up. Good to go. We should have our wire drag. That's fine. We should have our AP ready to go, which it is. Let's get the rest of our stuff hooked up here. That's all good. I'll bring this up. There we go. Beautiful, grand. Let's go on back on down, and let's go release the ground power. Disconnect the chocks. Doors, arm them all. Perfecto. Send that back over there. GSX, are you going to be a good friend of ours today and connect? Need to set the parking brake first, you idiot. What it said. Pushback. Here's some clicking. It's doing things in the background. Hi. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Wouldn't want to be you.
Ocean 659 heavy, request ready for pushback.
We are ready for pushback. Bob says, wife tells me that all the time, all falling apart. Yeah, for real. I don't know why the hell it's doing 720 though. I'm gonna try. There's two other ones you can try. There's like the Streamlabs one, and then there's another one I might try.
Departure checks completed.
I'm just having more and more issues with OBS. It's driving me bonkers. OBS is nice because it, you know, typically it just works, but I don't know why it's just falling apart for me. Wish I knew why the canvas, why it reset like that. Tampa Ground United 758, ready for pushback and engine start.
United 758, Tampa Ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, United 758.
What are we doing? Runway 1 right? Or 1 left? Yeah, 1 left, right? Is it 1 left? Oh, I forgot to turn off the raise. Oh, Jesus.
United 1834.
Oh, Jesus. It's all gonna fall apart here, too. The whole thing's falling apart, folks.
Runway 1 left, taxi via Juliet 1 Golf, Lima Juliet, 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 Whiskey. Runway 1 left.
Alright, we should get the GSX pop up here in just a second, and we'll start our pushback.
United 1834.
Tampa's popping with traffic. At least on the comms.
Victor 5, Uniform Bravo 2, Bravo Golf. Taxi to date Charlie 30 via Whiskey 6, Victor 5, Uniform Bravo 2, Bravo Golf, Southwest 3709.
Can we go, or what's going on? What are we waiting for? I didn't see the pop-up. Can we pushback? Commence the pushback. Continue, please. There we go. Nose to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Release the parking brake. Roger.
Commencing push.
Pushback
All
commencing.
engines clear.
APU
Start at wheels.
bleed. Engine number 2. Clock. Else we get fired. Clock's going. RTO. Rotation. Alright, let's go ahead and get our trim. 495. Engine 2. Gotta zoom in, I'm old. There we go. Perfecto. You know what's funny is like you scroll in. I move my head physically closer to the screen when I can just scroll in. Does anyone else do that? That's what I do. Maybe I'm just a crazy person. I also want to look at, I saw it at the expo, and since I sold my Tobii eye tracker, and I kind of regret that decision, I'm going to look at, there's some webcam ones, and I have a nice webcam I can use. So I'm going to see how that plays out. It likely won't be as good as Tobii, but if I can get just some, I just want it for the ground while we're taxiing. I might try to get that going again. All right, let's go ahead and get our flaps going. Let me get FF Bridge. Parking brakes set. I'll show you what FF Bridge looks like too. King Bob, you might want to look at this. This is pretty damn cool. I have a profile for the iFly at least. So here, let me bring it up on screen. All right, so here's FF Bridge, FFB Bridge, and so all you gotta do is arm the forces, and then do you want to? It's gonna physically move it? Sure, yeah, why not? You can change it to the plane. I have the max right there. Bam, done. And it has everything, man. It has everything you can tune in here. Works really, really well. I got to dial in the 777 better. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Completely free of charge. You don't got to use the Moza software. Performance is substantially better, in my opinion, than the Moza stuff, which is crazy. Let's see. Best sounds in the sim, the trimming of the Boeing, for sure. Do you like the iFly Max? In two minds whether to get... Yeah, the Max is incredible. I was going to do the Max on this flight, but I've been flying the hell out of the Max. Plus, I don't think I've ever done turnaround with the Max before. I was kind of leery of that. Tampa Ground, United 758, ready to taxi to the active. Right, bye-bye.
United 758, runway 1 left, taxi via Victor 4 Whiskey.
Runway 1 left, taxi via Victor 4 Whiskey, United 758.
Wonder why I chose that voice.
United 1834, contact Tampa
All right.
Tower 119.5.
Parking brake released.
Contact Tower
Let's taxi on out.
119.5, United 1834.
Here we go. We're taking Victor 4 to Whiskey. All right, Victor 4 was the one I just passed, so idiot. We're going to take Victor 3 to Whiskey. It would be cool if, like, you know, FS HUD, for those who've ever used FS HUD, it will, so it gives you instructions again if you're on the wrong taxiway. right? So if you're supposed to be on, you know, whatever, Whiskey and you're on Victor, it will just give you updated taxi instructions. It'd be cool to be like, if it could just yell at you. Like, where the hell are you going? You're supposed to be over here. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like real life would do. That'd be so awesome if Beyondatc can add that in. Which I'm sure it's down the road. I'm sure it's down the road if they're interested in doing it. I can't see it being too difficult. But again, I don't know how any of this stuff works. So kudos to what they have done. Again, for a one-time purchase, we are lucky, folks. We are really lucky because not only do we have Beyondatc as a one-time purchase, but we also have FS HUD. Two very good ATC programs that are just one-time purchase things. And then, of course, if you want to get a premium thing, you have all the extra bells and whistles. You go over to see Intentions. But again, you know, subscription. A lot of people don't like subscriptions or can't afford a subscription. So it's really, really cool to have very competitive ATC products out there and suiting whoever, you know, whoever wants what. All right, looks like we got a plane coming in for arrival. There, we got United holding short. We'll be holding short with them. And we'll try to go over some of the notes as we get to our cruise, but there's not a lot of time to cruise on these two hops. But the notes are freaking huge, man. I don't know if I've ever seen Beyondatc set of notes this big. I think Whack-A-Mole also made it very clear this is a massive update. Like, I've always joked that the updates always say they're minor, and there could be some very big updates. I didn't know United flew here so much. But this one, I think they actually finally said this was a massive update. Whiskey, yes, please, two-finger pour on the rocks, please. Wait, what now? Two-finger pour on the rocks? I don't know anything about anything. All right, they're lining up and waiting.
United 1057, exit right of Whiskey 6. Exit right of Whiskey 6, United 1057.
Yeah, but Tower, United 758, holding short runway 1 left, ready to go.
American 2773, exit left at Charlie 6. Exit left at Charlie 6, American 2773.
Auto throttle is set. We'll wait for the lights. One left, hold short. I tried the Intentions trial, didn't really do it for me. Definitely loving Beyondatc though. Yeah, you know, again, but it's great to have the options. I have not used Say Intentions in a year and a half. And I've seen it's grown a lot, you know, a lot of things. But I've been very clear about this, and that is they're all going to have issues, right? They're all going to have some sort of vector issues or whatever it be, right? And I would bet if you put them all together, the error, the percentage of errors is probably about the same for all of them. Probably about the same for all of them. As a whole, right? If you do 100 flights, I bet you the percentage is very, very similar to one another. I'm drinking tea and whiskey right now. I'm drinking a Pepsi. Line up and wait. 90 lights on. I believe they added turnaround feature too. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That's what we're going to be trying out today. That's why we're doing a really, really short flight. Tampa to Fort Lauderdale. Over in, well, not really. I was going to say over in Irishman's world, but he's in Orlando. Let's see. In the 737, how do you get the nose gear to work? I use TCAS, or sorry, TCA, and I use my XX, and it's jittery. You might have a broken Z-axis. I know people have talked about that with the TCA. All right, lined up and wait. It might be is the problem with only with this plane, or is it with other planes? Oops.
United 1834, contact Tampa departure.
All right, we should be going straight, so I don't expect any vector to.
United 758.
All right, here we go. Vector 190.
007, fly heading 190, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 190, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff, United 758.
Really? Where are we going that direction? Oh well, that's where the sit is. All right, throttle's coming up, 60%. Hold them. Stabilized. Toga. Winds are where? At 7 at 300. Roger that. So coming from the left-hand side. Cool, got it. All right, get that yoke over to the left just slightly. I see the windsock now.
80 knots.
Roger, 80 knots.
V1.
Rotate. Bring it back. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Alright, something's wrong. As I say, well, Jesus. It's a hell of a crosswind. As I say, FF bridge is great. Kind of feels off right now. Alright, that's not good. I didn't expect that strong of a crosswind. That aggressive, I should say. Alright, flaps going up 1 notch. Let's go to heading mode and vertical. Over left-hand side.
United 758. Tampa departure, United 758, leaving 1,800 for 11,000.
United 758, Tampa departure, good evening, radar contact, clear direct Gandy.
Alright, flaps up.
Clear direct Gandy, resume
We're clear
the Gandy.
direct.
United 758.
Execute. And LNAV engaged. Error message, go away. Looking good. It felt, the yoke felt really, really easy. Like there was no pressure on it. I'm not quite sure if I have the right profile engaged right now. Feels off. Feels off. Although it could be just the plane, I guess, right? Like I said, I haven't really flown the 737 NG very much recently. So it's interesting how the iFly can feel with my iFly profile, how it can feel so drastically different. Whereas with the Moza software, they all feel pretty good with one profile, at least for me. All right, coming up on 6,000 feet. Now this is going to be the first time I've actually ever landed. I bought the MK Studios Fort Lauderdale. This will be the first time I ever landed in it. I bought it way back when it came out, but I never landed. Never landed in it. Never used it yet. Oh no, that's. I think I might have taken off from there. Now that I think about it, I might have taken off. Can't remember. I don't fly in Florida all that often.
United 758, contact Jacksonville, Center 133.325, good day.
Contact Jacksonville, Center 133.325, United 758, take care.
I wonder how it decides male versus female for the co-pilot voice.
8,800 feet for 1,000 feet.
Rather interesting.
United 758, Jacksonville Center, climb maintain flight level 230.
230.
Climb maintain flight level 230, United 758.
All right, so AP on. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights off. I'll look at bridge real quick. So, let's see. Here's FFB bridge. I'm going to increase the center spring just a little bit. Maybe that's what's going on. I messed with it the other day. Could be that. We'll see if that helps. Alright, so we're doing good with that. Let me check chat again. So, let's see. It works in the other planes, but not the PMG. Oh, interesting. They have a setting. Oh yeah, on here there is an option. You go into menu, setup, I think, and then options, simulation, and I think it's one of the back. Yeah, rudder only. So you can change this to rudder only or tiller and rudder. So that's where it is. So it's under menu, setup, options, simulation, go back a page, and rudder only. So you can change it how you want to for steering. So if you, I don't know, would you do it with the Z-axis? I'm not sure what it would be for the Z-axis. Probably just rudder only. I guess, at least. Beware sim clouds being awesome lately, and Beyondatc updates. The sim is better than it's ever been. Agreed. Let's see, I did tiller and rudder, but it only turns the tiller, not the plane. The problem is, the problem is being able to have the nose wheel steering assigned to the x-axis. Ah, I can do the FENIX, not the PMG. Not only clouds, but the general atmosphere in 2024 has improved vastly. Yeah. See, it's clouds, but I was really thinking about the atmosphere. The haze, fog, and is awesome, yeah. Yeah, the entire atmosphere of Flight Sim 2024. Look at that. Jesus, folks, look at that. I know you're seeing it on 720. I do apologize for that. My stupid OBS being goofy. I'm going to uninstall OBS after this. Actually, I might do a full reset. But anyways, I'm going to get rid of OBS. I'm going to try something else next time. There's like Medler or something like that. 757 Spy's been using it. I guess it's been going good for him. I think he's still using that. He might have switched over, actually. I have to see. But Jesus, folks, graphics. All right, almost at 18,000 feet. And 160 nautical miles go. We're supposed to be on the ground at 51, so within a half hour. Let's go standard pressure. All right, let's look at the notes real quick. Let's look at these crazy notes from Beyondatc. Because Jesus, guys, this is quite impressive. This is quite impressive stuff. All right, let me bring it up. My eyes so blurry. Are we in X pixel? It's not that bad. All right, where's the notes at? There you go. Jesus, guys, this is huge. It's so big it had to go into two. It's so big it had to go into two different things. All right, so this came out yesterday. The big one, he says, Whack-A-Mole. He says, ground handling 2.0. The entire ground handling and taxi logic has been rebuilt from the ground up. This targets the long-standing taxi pain points all at once. Pushback conflicts, taxi blocking, incorrect runway queues, traffic stuck, etc. Whole bunch of crap changed. Huge thing. Also, this is very, very important. Keep in mind, all this is on experimental, so if you're a supporter, this is experimental only. Experimental only, okay? The new status panel in a taxi map is super helpful if you have issues and are reporting bugs in this space. So include screenshots of it being, include screenshots of it in the bug reports. Okay, vectors and pathing. Rework the visual vectors from scratch. Fix a major vector pathing bug. Fix a major bug in runway and site code. Turnaround. Hold on. Add turn time into vector. Reverse. Looking for field / field in sight buttons. Oh, nice. It used to default to looking for a field. Now it's going to default to field in sight. Oh, that's freaking awesome. I've always used to hit, because I'm lazy, hit the button once for looking for field and then a second time for field in sight. Fixed the no-star visual approaches using the wrong altitude. Fixed the controllers sometimes giving descent or vectors after visuals already been approved. Here's the new features, folks. Player turnarounds. Arrived at your destination, shut down the engines, and Beyondatc will prompt you to load your next plan. Surrounding traffic stays active throughout. Jesus. And then we have auto co-pilot voices. Turn on in options. And it will automatically pick the voices based on the region. Very cool. Player taxi path, we talked about that. Wake turbulence hold countdown. While holding traffic or lined up and waiting, the information box shows the wake category of the aircraft ahead plus a timer. Especially handy under, let's see, where you aren't told you're being held for a wake. Oh, interesting. So it's when they're like sitting there waiting, like, what the hell, let's go. It's going to now tell you, like, what's going on. Close protection. Beyondatc will now warn you before closing mid-flight. Oh, so if you accidentally close it out. Nice. Traffic map has updated. New status panel, we talked about that. Hold on. Showing the live non-route status of AI and player aircraft at a glance. Waiting, holding, crossing, sequencing, going around. Oh, nice. Click to locate call sign. Show call signs. Show extra data. Dark mode tweaks. And then we have a new and updated icons for specific aircrafts. Very cool. Local voice model. There's now a one-to-one match between every premium voice and local voices, excluding the guest co-pilot voices. What is guest co-pilot voice? Update the local voice model. Added voice allotment. Or, what now? So you can see which voice each traffic aircraft control. Oh, cool, interesting. Fixed a couple of premium voices. 4 being pronounced as 4. Fixed radio static, occasionally looped, and airline data. And then we have arrival and approaches. No star FAA descents now speak the runway as expect and no longer reject your voice feedback or readback. No star descents now. Voice the arrival runway. High altitude airports. Fix visual approach issues. High altitude airport. Fix a missing turn to final. Fixed repeated oscillating altitude calls. General improvement to poor no-star arrivals. Ground traffic. Fixed traffic driving over the grass. I've seen that. Fixed taxi path costing at... Oh, what now? Fixed taxi path costing at airports with large displace thresholds. Oh, okay. San Antonio, I've seen that. Let's see. Fix fatals in the taxi resolver. Fix pushback, then taxi sometimes facing the opposite direction. Oh, I've had that. Fix player pushback blockers. Got some livery. Fix live track disappearing on longer flights. Fix AI traffic occasionally locking up on the runway. Fix live traffic turnarounds. Fix live traffic getting stuck. Fix live traffic sliders. With the refreshing, I had actually happen. I was testing out lower ones, and then like traffic wouldn't move really much, all that often. Fix the speed control restriction. Fix call sign versus livery resolution. Fix number of incorrect aircraft type performance profiles. Better departure time for live traffic. Nav lights now come on. Fixed GA aircraft sometimes using airline name. CPLC updates. Sim toolbar. Fix jumbled messages when using filters. ATIS stuff. China stuff. Fix fatal errors. Traffic options. Navigraph clear messaging when your session token expires. And then we have some op updates. And then here's the map, or a picture of the new arrows and the new dynamic voices right there. All free. You know, here's the thing. People say that the reason why subscription services try to get your money, the reason why subscription services are worth purchasing is because they need to get your money, right? They're always trying to do updates and all that stuff so they can keep you on board. Here's Beyondatc, not trying to get new people, but they're simply making the existing user base happy. Even happier, right? Like, think about this. I'd love to see how many people, I would absolutely love to see how many people are actually new users to Beyondatc. How many on a month base, how many are actually new coming into Beyondatc? It'd be interesting. Let's see, no need for Atmos anymore. Yeah, I agree with that. I want to send Beyondatc another donation for all the work they're doing. Well, you know, so you could, I guess you could buy another copy. Buy another copy of Beyondatc. They don't get any money from the premium voices, so that wouldn't matter. It's so big it had to go into a different thing. Oh, Jesus, I'm not even touching that one. Stream sounds funny. Uh-oh, sound is distorted, crackling. I think your mic battery is dying. There's no battery in the mic. Is it fine now? Give me a 5x5. Is it broken? I don't know why it would be cracking. Is it working? Is this working? The whole thing's just falling apart, folks. The whole thing's falling apart. You get excited to stream, and then OBS is like the dinkus. Hopefully it's working fine. I can't do anything, unfortunately, I don't think. Alright, 10 right. Better now. Okay, I didn't do anything, so who knows. 5/5. Cool, thank you. I didn't do anything. Okay, so we're going to prepare for runway 10 right. 10 right. So we're going to go on down below here. Now, I talked about this on the last stream. I got rid of my Stream Deck little radio thing. I've been doing it. 3011. Alright, 10-0 right, cool. I got rid of my Stream Deck little thing, so I'm just using it all on the plane right now. And it's actually been fine. I don't know what the hell my problem's been. For some reason, I was like, I need to have an external, a physical hardware. I don't. Stop being a little bitch is what I gotta tell myself. Not being a little bitch. Alright, down to 4,000 feet, so we're gonna put that in the box. These are definitely some new voices. 9-6 for the course. There's a lot of new voices, folks. These are a lot of local new voices. I don't think I've heard any of these voices, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I've heard that one either. What the hell? They just like, man, I tell you what. There's always these times where I'm like, maybe I should look at Say Intentions again, just give it a shot. But like every time it's like, why pay money when I'm happy? Like, I'm not going to use the other stuff. I'm not, this is not a jab at them. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to use the cabin crew. I'm not going to use the career mode. I'm not going to use any of that stuff. I'm just going to use ATC. I'm just so happy with what I have here. It's crazy. What quadrant do you use, bro? I use the Moza MTQ. The Moza MTQ. It's pretty freaking awesome. It's been flawless for the most part. I did have some like squeaking noises going on early on with it, but I sprayed a little bit. I have some grease stuff, lubricant. Not that lubricant. King, not that lubricant, the other one. Focus, man, focus. But I have that, and I sprayed a little bit inside there, and it's gone. It's been gone. It's been fixed. I think a lot of that, though, is my quadrant is right below the vent, you know, the heat and the, you know, the HVAC vent, and it's pushing down, so it's pushing down dust and all that crap, right? I think that's where that problem came into. But ever since I've done that, it's been good. It's been much better. All right, we'll be descending here momentarily. We are 102 nautical miles out. We've been flying for about 25, well, about 20-ish minutes or so. So nice short little hop here. We're gonna see how this turnaround thing is. I'm super excited to see how this turnaround thing works out. I'm assuming I'll have to set up a new SimBrief. Well, I will have to, I know that. I'll wait until we get at the gate, and I'll wait to do it until... Well, actually, I could do it now, because it's not grabbing the SimBrief information anymore. Right? Yeah, it shouldn't be grabbing the SimBrief information anymore. Let me, I'll bring it up here on the screen. So here's SimBrief. Let's edit the flight. We're going to reverse things. Same flight. We're going to go from here, from Fort Lauderdale to Tampa. Same plane, all that jazz, generate it. Yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about this messing with Beyondatc. So here's our new route going back to Tampa. So back up here. For some reason I thought Fort Lauderdale was up here. I'm thinking of Jacksonville. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually landed in this airport. I'm thinking of Jacksonville for some reason. Alright, 10 left is your arrival, or sorry, departure runway. That's the one where we're landing on 10 right. Okay, cool. And then arrival is 10 left, or sorry, 1 left. That's where we landed. Cool. Flight level 240 on the second flight. Alright, that's all set. Descent will be momentarily. Nice quadrant, bro. Yeah, I love this. This is a very good quadrant. No issues with it other than that. It's been great. I don't use the flap lever because there's only 4 of them. That's really meant for Airbus. Honestly, the whole thing is weird because the quadrant itself is like a fighter / GA quadrant, but the trim, or sorry, but the flap is Airbus or you know, GA as well. But I don't know. The whole thing's weird. I wish they would have. And there's nothing they can do at this point now, at least with the one that's out. But I wish they would have had the flaps similar to what you could do with the Bravo. That's the only thing I kind of wish was different about this thing. Outside of that, it's been great. But I have the Moza AY210, so I use the flap little lever on that. But it would be nice to go back into having the physical little sections, right? Like I had, well, actually no. Now that I think about it, with the Honeycomb Bravo, I didn't use the lever either. I just used the little switch. The little toggle guy, so. It's no different, I guess, for me. Nothing different at all. Lube, well, I think this stream may need a R rating. It probably does. R for I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing, folks. All right, how we looking here? Looking good. Descent is in progress. We got a little bit of storm there, but we're still in VFR conditions. Now, there's variable wind in Tampa at 5. We knew that on departure. Well, we found out that on departure. I think that's all going to be fine. I think and believe it's all going to be fine. The MK Studios, they're, when they first launched their Dublin, it was kind of crappy in terms of FPS. But after several updates, it really got the performance up, up to a good standard. Kind of reminds me of like Any Builds. When Any Builds, pretty much any Builds product that used to come out, performance was crappy day one, and then they eventually fix it up and get better performance. That seems to have been fixed, which leaves me a lot of hope when it comes to Chicago when they come out with O'Hare, because obviously I live and am from Chicago, and it's going to be a day one purchase for me. Absolutely going to be a day one purchase for me. I would love to get early access to it. I might have to reach out to them. I would love to get early access to it, but man, that's gonna. I'm so excited for that. Did you ever reach out to Moza for the cracked thumbsticks? I have not, because I have a warranty, an extended warranty via Micro Center, and the local Micro Center says they have one in stock. So I'm kind of waiting for that to go up. I'm playing with fire probably. I'm waiting for that to go up to have a couple more in stock, so I can just walk up in there and just, hey, I need a replacement, and then grab a new one. But if I play my cards right and wait long enough, they might, whenever Moza decides to, they might launch that new LCD screen one, right? And then I can be like, yo, give me a gift card and I'll just buy the new one. I'll pay the difference for the new one. So I might just wait out for that. Like, it's not causing any issues. It's not getting bigger. That's what she said. But, it's frustrating. It's frustrating that it's only been 7 months and it's cracking, and many other people have reported this issue. King Bob, I'm assuming yours is all fine. I'm torn between the Bravo and the MTQ. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either one. I guess it comes down to your space. The Bravo obviously is probably the #1 best throttle quadrant. You watch pretty much any streamer out there and they have the Bravo. Most simmers, the serious simmers, have the Bravo, right? I had the Bravo. I loved it. But I love the compact size of the MTQ. I also didn't use half the features on the Bravo, right? The Bravo has the autopilot stuff on there. Once I got the FCU from WinWing, I started using that. So a lot of the switches on the Bravo, the full-size Bravo, are redundant for me. And even like my MTQ, there are crap load of buttons on here I don't use, right? So I don't know, it comes down to space and then money, right? I think the MTQs are slightly cheaper, at least for the, well, yeah, I think it's, because the Bravo Lite and the MTQ are probably close to the same price. The full size, or the full version of the Bravo is probably more expensive. That's probably like $300, right? $299. The MTQ is $150 or something, I think. And then the handles are each $30, right? So I have the Airbus handles, I have the Boeing handles. I used only the Boeing handles because the handles for the MTQ, or sorry, for the Airbus, they scratch into the plastic on the MTQ. Eventually that's going to wear down to where the D-dents don't really work. Design flaw. So I guess if you fly Airbus a lot and you want the D-dents, probably, you probably want to go then with the Honeycomb. But the Honeycomb doesn't have D-dents either. You have to buy a third party for that. So you spend more money. Did Honeycomb also fix the wiring issue? I know I made that video recently about hardware, and someone in theirs, like, they're on their 3rd or 4th Bravo because of the wire snapping. Just saying. King Bob, did you say you had the wire snap too? And you have a second one? I can't remember. Bravo is probably the best piece of hardware I own. Extremely versatile. Yeah, but okay, so maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it's P2. I thought there was someone who had the wire snap as well. I don't remember who it was. I had bought a replacement, not a replacement, but I bought one off Amazon. I was just going to replace my Bravo with the Bravo, but then the one I got, the D-dents were really weird. D-dents are just, it was strange. Like, to go into reverse, it was really weird. It felt really wrong. Something was, and I looked inside there, and it kind of looked like there was a defect. So I was like, I'm just going to return this, and I'm just going to go with the MTQ. Just going to go with the MTQ, and I've been happy with it. Very, very happy. It's one of the... If I had to pick right now between the rudder pedals, the Moza AY210, and the MTQ, I would say if I had to get rid of... if I only could keep one, probably MTQ. Honestly, probably MTQ. I love the pedals I have. The WinWing pedals are very freaking awesome. But if I had to go back to my Turtlebeach, I wouldn't be upset. Moza, if I had to go back to the Alpha or the TCA, I would. I wouldn't be that upset. That MTQ, though, for the price, very, very good. Once on my second... Okay, so you're on your second one, King Bob had a problem. Let's see. Yeah, Kansas City release, O'Hare announced, made the day. Now just need Flight Beam to update Denver. Yeah, good luck with that one. Also, they have the Thrustmaster Boeing on order, thanks to Prime Day. Ooh, is it on sale? The Boeing, the TCA? Is the TCA on sale? How much is it? How much is it? Let me see, I'm curious now. TCA yoke. It is 400 bucks. Oh, it's 100 bucks off. That's not a bad deal. Although I think Micro Center is selling it for 400 bucks as well. It's a dang good thing, man. The TCA is freaking awesome. The Meridian Quadrant may replace my Bravo, though. I love Nicky. I love what he's doing. It was great to talk to him at the expo. He's super excited. He's very passionate about his stuff. He's also a damn good salesperson. I need to see it. I need to see a final design. The one they had at the expo has issues. So, someone broke off the speed brake there when I was there, and he like snapped it off, and I was like, there's a lot of work to be done to get it out the door here in a couple months. I'm skeptical. I'm optimistic, but I'm skeptical. I love the module features and all that. I love everything it has going for it, but I'm skeptical. Nicky, again, is a very good salesperson. You remember a couple years ago at the expo, he was raving and all this stuff about a touchscreen this and changing the world at Honeycomb. And I know there was an issue with Honeycomb. I get that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little hesitant on the final product. I'm excited for it. I hope it is going to be great. I really, really do, because I want it to be great. Nicky is so passionate in the flight sim community, and it was just so fun to talk to him because he just gets you excited. You know what I mean? He's that guy he's that geeky nerd when it comes to flight sim that just gets you so like riled up to go home and do your sim. You know what I mean? 399 yoke and throttle, hell of a deal. Yeah. Oh wait, you got the yoke and the throttle for $399? That's a hell of a deal for sure. That's a hell of a deal. When I was thinking about returning my Moza MTQ, AY210 at Micro Center using the exchange policy thingy, when I was thinking about doing that, I was going to get the TCA yoke again. That thing is amazing. So yeah, if I had to, I would totally go back to that. I don't think the Meridian yoke, it's a GA style. It's like the Moza, it's like the Honeycomb. It's more honeycombish for sure. It has little, motors in it and all that jazz. It's going to be gimmicky, kind of like the WinWing Airbus side stick thingy. It's going to be like that, right? Sorry, talking too much, getting excited. But it's not going to be for me. I don't think that one's going to be for me. This Moza one will probably be my yoke for a long while. I'm pretty happy with it. He charged me, took me out for drinks, got me to donate a bunch of money, and then took you to your hotel room, sorry. He's a good guy, though, man. It was fun talking to him. is really, really cool. I was asking him, you know, some of the hard questions, and I wish I recorded it, but, you know, kind of asking him some of the design flaws from the Bravo and the Alpha and what he's learned, and he gave me some feedback on that, and it was cool. You know, so he's aware of the issues, and he says he's fixed those issues. You know what I mean? But he's a good salesperson. He's a good salesperson for sure. It's hard to not be excited when you talk to someone like Nikki. You know what I mean? Super, super hard. Rudy, man, the ability to swap is neat, but all I see is problems. That's where I get concerned. You know, that's kind of my point with this whole thing is I love the concept, I love the idea, I get concerned with more moving parts. That was one of the things I was concerned about with the Moza AY210, going anything with force feedback, because there's more moving parts, there's more failure probability, you know what I mean? Motors can die out in there, belts can snap. When it comes to using stuff like the Honeycomb Alpha, the TCA Thrustmaster yoke, it's a very simple spring and pulley kind of system. There's little chance of things going wrong. There's a lot less of a chance things going wrong. But when you start adding in stuff, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm spitting? You see what I'm throwing down? Is that how the kids say it? Although I think that's kids from like the 80s. It's kids. Them damn kids. Them damn kids. Here is a loaded question. Who is a bigger salesperson / snake oil person? Nikki or Brian? You don't have to answer. Oh, I will answer. I'll answer this one. Who's a better one? I'm going to answer that. You asked bigger. Who's a better one? Nikki. Brian is a great behind-the-scenes guy. The dude can do some very impressive stuff when it comes to AI, right? He can do all kinds of tweaking behind the scenes. He's very passionate about that kind of stuff. Watch him at the expo, talking to him in real life, you know, messaging him on Discord. I don't see him being a great salesperson. He never sold me on on Say Intentions. I bought into it because I was interested in the progress of the product. Whereas Nikki, his Flight Sim Expo presentation from a few years back, before Honeycomb even launched their product, I was like, holy crap. I was like blown away. This guy, you know, he's one of those Steve Jobs kind of guy. Not as good as Steve Jobs by any means. Brian, you think about this. At the expo, there were different presentations there, and in several of them, it wasn't even Brian who was the guy talking. And this isn't. I'm not a great salesperson. I work in you know, I work in manufacturing and whatnot with FedEx, and I can't sell crap there. I'm not a salesperson. But there are people who can do it. I'm a guy behind the scenes who can produce the work. I'm not the guy who's going to sell the product to the customer. Not at all. Not at all. There are people who can do it, and there's people that shouldn't do it. I'm one of the people that shouldn't do it. Can Brian do it? I think he could do it. But in my opinion, I think Nikki is definitely the better one out of them two, for sure. All right, localizers captured. Looking good. Brian has the... You know, that whole... Brian's definitely has used some techniques from Steve Jobs. The one more thing kind of thing, right? He's used that to his benefit. I think he's really good with that, you know? It's really, really cool using those kind of power words. All right, here we go. Report the field in sight. First option, field in sight. Yep. Bam! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Great update. Great freaking feature update. I never even thought about reaching out and asking him to do that. Love your honesty. Only 2 streamers I watch who tell it like it is. You and CST. I appreciate King Bob. I definitely, when I first got into the whole streaming stuff, I was definitely biased in direction, you know, Say Intentions, I was biased with them. right? I was a mod for them, and I was really all into the Beyondatc, or sorry, Say Intention stuff. But then I got using Beyondatc, and you know, my whole world changed. And I have nothing against what they're doing over there at Say Intentions. I think it's a great product. I love the features. I love the push. They push out things that push pressure on FSHUD and Beyondatc to perform, even though they're not in the same area. You know what I mean? Subscription based versus single purchase. It makes everyone compete with each other, and it's great. It's great to have the competition. This update's going to push Brian and FSHUD to be like, oh crap, we need to do something bigger and better because Beyondatc has done this, right? Competition is great to have. It's great we have these options and choices. Absolutely love it. Every time I hear Brian talk about SI, I feel like I'm being sold a timeshare. Well, that's kind of what that's a great analogy. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it's nothing against him. There's nothing at all against him. It's just, if I were him, if I were Brian, I would try to hire someone, someone to speak at these events. Someone that has that charisma on stage, right? A Nikki type person to sell your stuff. Be up there still on stage, and this person doesn't even have to use Say Intentions, right? They can just be there to sell the product to you. He would probably sell even more stuff, right? He'd get more people to buy into it. But I'm also a person of word of mouth, right? A lot of my stuff I own that I purchased is a lot of word of mouth kind of stuff. I'm very, very big on that, right? And I didn't use Beyondatc because of advertisement. I used Beyondatc because word of mouth. People kept talking about it. I was like, oh, hell. I bought it way back when, might as well try it again, and then it's, you know, mind-blowing. Same with FSI. I bought it. People talked about it. Wow, really, really cool. Say Intentions was, I heard about it from the YouTube channel. Excuse me, their YouTube channel. The Moza stuff, right? Did many, many reviews, watched many, many reviews, read many reviews, heard about the company. It's very, that one was a lot of word of mouth as well with the Moza stuff. All Moza stuff, honestly. Moza's, like, expo was pretty crappy. I was gonna say the bad word. Pretty crappy. All right, here we go, folks. Tower, we got continue. We didn't get clear to land yet. Flaps coming, 40. Autopilot's off my aircraft. How's this yoke feeling? That feels better, yeah. I just had to tighten up the spring. It looks like I gotta tighten it up for this plane. All right. How's the wind? A little crosswind up here. Nothing too bad. Bring that nose up. Don't want to fall out of the sky. We're gonna get clear to land, or what are we doing here beyond ATC? Don't fail me on the first flight. Don't fail me on the first flight. I'll check chat here in a little bit. Sorry, folks, landing. Sterile cockpit. It's always funny seeing sterile and cockpit at the same time. I did that pause on purpose, by the way. We're gonna give us clear. We got continue. It's getting pretty late here. Is there a plane on the runway? I don't see it.
United 758, go around.
Go around? Why? Oh, we're landing. We're landing. We're not going around.
Runway heading, maintain 4,000 feet, United 758.
I don't see any plane here.
United 758.
Okay, this is experimental, so there's going to be bugs.
775, speak soon.
Contact Miami approach 13.
I don't know why there was a need for go around there. There's no plane on the runway.
50,
Yeah.
Miami approach, United 758, 100 feet.
30, 20,
United 758.
We're landing.
10,
Continue.
Continue, United 758.
The elevation change here is crazy with this runway. Alright, reverses out. Alright, not a great showing on this initial flight. I'm not quite sure why they said go around. There's no plane on the runway. But nevertheless, we are going to exit here. That was weird. Alright. Spoilers going up. Flaps. Good.
Jet speed 110.
Getting some stutters.
Tower 120.6.
Jesus, massive stutters. Scenery's loading in. Yeah, that was weird. Very, very weird. Alright, let's go, and we need to fire up the APU because we're going to be turnaround here. So let's go to APU, fire renew up. Alright, let's click on over to ground here in Fort Lauderdale.
United 758, request taxi to assigned gate.
Yeah, Moza rep was awful for sure.
758, taxi to date Golf Niner via Juliet, Hotel 5, Tango 8, Tango.
Let's see, Golf Niner.
Via Juliet, Hotel 5, Tango 8, Tango United 758.
Where the hell's that? Let's see, what else did I miss here? Love your honesty. Okay, okay. Every time I hear Brian, yep, okay. And then J. Russ said, was so interesting to hear your observation by the SI. I was literally thinking the same thing when I saw him at the expo. I gotta make a turn here, sorry. He is good about keeping on the face of positivity and the hype of SI. Yeah. You know, like, again, nothing against him. Like I said, I'm a bad salesperson. There are many founders or creators of products that are very, very bad at selling a product. Remember a few years ago when Cabby was at the expo? And it wasn't great. His presentation wasn't great, but the product is really, really cool, right? And he's a very genuine, nice person. We had him on the briefing room, which eventually I'll bring it back. But we had him on the briefing room. He was really fun to talk to. He's just not a great salesperson to sell things to. All right, golf. What am I going to? Golf 9? What the hell was it? Oh crap, wrong button. Golf 9, yeah. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There's 10, there's 9. There is 9. Alright. Taxi lights are off. Swing on in here. Oh yeah, there's some crew for me. Waiting for me. Hello, how are ya? Alright, we're gonna do a turnaround here, folks. Very rare we ever do a turnaround live on stream. Normally we have to restart the flight. GSX doing this thing. Hello, GSX. Nice to see you. Still wouldn't want to be you. Slow. Up. Alright, parking brake is set. Left-hand side. Let's go to disarm all the doors. Ground power. Be coming on here in a second. Set the chocks. Request the ground power. Jetway is connecting. Good, grand. Up here at the top, APU is fired up. Cool, ground power's on. Alright, let's bring up Beyondatc on the screen here in a second. We got that all set. Good, grand. Let's go on down here. Shut off the engines. And just like that, Beyondatc now shows this screen. Download flight plan. Very cool. Let's see. The Moza rep was awful. Yeah, nice land. Thank you. How to fix the WASM crashes in the 737. I haven't had a WASM crash in the 737 in forever. So now with Beyondatc, you can now do your turnarounds without losing live traffic or restarting this Beyondatc app. So I already set it up in SimBrief, right? Although I should probably... We got to make this next flight pretty quick here, folks, because I got to feed the kids. Got to feed the cats and the doggy. We're going to update this real quick. Just a time. Where do you do that at? Where's the time at? Here you go. Generate the flight. Just so it has updated timing. Not that it matters. Alright, so 24 for the flight level still. Good. Alright, now we should be able to just hit the button. And it's downloading the new flight plan. That's it. Done. Like the sound effects that comes with... That does not come included with Beyondatc. That comes only from me. And now let's update our guy at the top there. Overlay. That's it. Let's go over to clearance. Clearance. We're on clearance. And let's go to... Departure runway change. Uh-oh, that's a bug. It says departure runway change. Oh, see. Let me show you. Oh, not that button. Wrong button. It says request departure runway change. Doesn't show me. Let's try going to the ground real quick. And then we'll switch over to clearance again. I'll try to ask for it. Tampa clearance United 758. Ready for clearance to Tampa. Oh, I see what's going on. Hold on. It's pulling Tampa. I see what's going on. It should air out.
United 758, have a clearance weather at destination is winds 120 at 10. Visibility
There's weather.
10 miles, temperature 31, altimeter.
All right, I know what's going on. It's on the Tampa. It's on the Tampa clearance. I didn't see that. Now we're good. IFR clearance is here. It's all fixed, folks. Stupid me, that's all. Stupid me. Stupid pilot. For your next stream, can you do a FENIX 00012 nitrogen ops real-time radar? Shows about 13 parked at Fort Lauderdale, so not very busy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, 7, 8. Yeah, not bad. Pretty good. All right, what do we got to do? We have to get clearance. Fort Lauderdale clearance. Hello from United 758. We are ready to cook. We're ready for IFR clearance to Tampa. Gotta clear up my charts.
United 758, Fort Lauderdale clearance. Verify you have information. Balls clear to
I forgot the information again.
Be nice to departure.
Idiot.
Korea transition, then as filed. Climb by SID. Departure
I gotta fix that.
frequency
SID.
Squawk 3555.
3555.
Clear to Tampa Airport.
Whoa.
Be nice to departure with the Korea transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 128.6. Squawk 3555.
Not a fan of that voice.
United 758, read back.
All right,
correct.
grab the new one.
Contact ground
There it is.
121.4,
Good.
ready for pushback,
Up here at the top, let's go ahead and do that. Good, Graham. All right, what are we on? We're on the APU. Let's go back over here. Ground ops. Let's release the ground power. Remove the jetway. Go away. Go bye-bye. All right, don't go bye-bye. All right, and then let's go over here to this. We're expecting runway 10 left, which we got. All right, there it goes. Import all this jazz, and we're going to be doing takeoff 262. Let's go on down below here, and we got to go to route, request a new flight plan, SimBrief. Let's load it all in. That's looking good. All right, so turnaround worked pretty good. Captain, welcome in. Happy Friday to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Haven't seen you for a bit. Well, I haven't streamed very much recently either, but hope you're doing extremely well. We're doing our second route. Beyondatc had a massive update that came out yesterday. Sorry for the crappy quality of stream. But we're doing a turnaround flight. For the very first time, Beyondatc, you do not have to restart the app and lose all the live traffic. They're there. You just push the button. And we just showed it worked. You kind of switched comms, though, for some reason, but that's fine. I don't know if that was me or... I'm not sure what happened there, but anyways. 10 left for the arrival. Or, sorry, for departure. Execute. Performance. Let's grab it. Climb up to 340. I already forgot what my departure is. 2 and 62. And 62. Let's load this in. Execute. 24. Perfect. And 2 at 62. Perfect. Takeoff. Flaps 5. CGs are in the box. V-speeds are in as well. Departure. We are doing the Bryce or Burst. Be nice. Be nice. The Be nice via the Cora. Execute. Arrival. We're expecting runway 1 left via Bullfrog, right? Bullfrog Cora transition as well. And that's all set. Switch us over to that screen for the trim. And you can go bye-bye. Altimeter is set and checked. That's all looking good. GSX time. How are you going to be, my friend? SimBrief, good. All right, prepare for pushback. All right, I think that's working. Happy Friday. It's been a while. Good to see you. You as well.
We are ready for pushback.
All right, we're ready for pushback. GSX is doing its thing. All right, trim is... Can I do trim yet? Yeah, I can. Cool. 521 on the trim. About that. I'm gonna wait for GSX to do it. So how do you reset this thing again? How do you clear it? This button? No.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
American 3196.
Oh, you hold it. Yeah. If you read, run. All right, cool. That's doing its thing. RTO there. I think everything else is cooking. I think we're ready to go. Let's switch this over to nav. Fantastic. Nice to see a GSX. I know. I never tried to move the EFB. How do you do that? Oh, so to move it over here, you click on this little screw. You can move it back. Just click the screw. Right there. All right, we got to get pushback. Fort Lauderdale ground, United 758, ready for pushback and engine start. Go.
United
And left.
758, Fort Lauderdale ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west, United 758.
I don't like that voice at all. That's a bad voice. All right, it didn't pop up last time. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. All right, nose to the left. That's west, right? Yep, that's west. Remove the chocks. Roger that. Got it. Over here to the left, we go to ground and arm all the doors. Around. Nope. Hold on. I'm working on it. Give me a second. Chocks.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push.
Push.
All
Oh, I got
engines clear.
packs off.
Very well.
That's important. All right. APU is on. Oh, switches to off. Switches to off. Round. Engine number 2. Phew. Uh-oh. We have no rotation. What'd I forget, folks? APU's on. Let's go to open. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. How easy, yeah. GXX so far has been pretty good.
Please set parking brakes.
That's a crappy pushback.
JetBlue 270, Gate Foxtrot 2, request pushback and engine start.
I gotta still turn over there. Alright, whatever.
270, Fort Lauderdale ground, pushback
Stupid
and engine start
GSX.
approved. Face west.
Alright, that's fine. It's fine. There's no planes around us, so we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll survive. I'm a survivor.
JetBlue 2072, taxi
Alright.
Gate Foxtrot
Engine number
back
1... Sorry, number 2 is good. Engine number 2 is... Sorry, number 2 is good. Engine number 1 is next. I'll get there eventually, folks. Yeah, I've been up since like 5 a.m., so I'm a little tired. It's only been 12 hours. Well, 13 hours. I can't even do the math. I wish the stream wasn't so crappy of quality. I'm sorry about that. 720p.
Tow truck disconnected.
Kind of blows nowadays.
Bypass pin removed.
Oh, we gotta add in fuel.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Left is clear. Right is clear. Roger. Roger, roger. Roger, roger. Alright. Waiting for them dudes to do their thing. Fort Lauderdale ground. United 758 ready to taxi to the active. Here's what they'll do for a taxi.
United 758, runway 10 left, taxi via Tango, Tango November, Golf Quebec, Lima Echo Bravo.
Let's turn on the taxi
Runway
thingy.
10 left, taxi via Tango, Tango November, Golf Quebec, Lima Echo Bravo, United 758.
How do you do it? Do you have to set a hotkey? You have to set a hotkey. I'll be
JetBlue
damned.
270, taxi for departure.
JetBlue 270, runway 10 left, taxi via Tango 7 November, Golf Quebec, Lima Echo Bravo.
Oh, that was crazy.
Runway
GSX.
10 left, taxi via Tango 7 November, Golf Quebec, Lima Echo Bravo, JetBlue 270.
Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. We have thingies. Bye-bye, GSX. Just crashing into GSX. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm not here or anything. All right, swing to the left-hand side. Let's go up to the top. Let's get gens on. Both up here. Continuous. Off of the APU. Off there. Auto, auto, and auto. There's our little ribbons. Ribbons. The pink ribbons. Hello, friends. Welcome in. 3003. Hope you're doing well. Sorry for the crappy quality of the stream today. OBS is being stupid. I'm going to try up. I think it's Blend. Or Meld. No, it's Meld. Meld Studios. I'm going to try to switch over to Meld. Kind of done with OBS. Just a pain in my butt. The only thing is Meld uses more VRAM. Or maybe it's just more RAM. I can't remember. I guess I'm just gonna try something else. Just gonna try something else. Swing to the left-hand side. Ooh, these taxi little things are pretty cool. Nice to have when you don't know an airport like I don't know it. November Golf. Roger. I shouldn't have TCAS on right now, but I do. Or Terror. I shouldn't have Terror on right now, sorry. I feel like I'm forgetting something crucial. We'll find out on the way out, huh? Let's live dangerously. Alright, to the the right-hand side, Golf to Lima, that's all correct. And then Echo Bravo. Yeah, I like these. These aren't like, they're not intrusive. Also, I wonder how they do this. I wonder how they drop these in here. Because... Huh. Like, there's... How the hell did they do this? I know SI had to add in crap into your commute folder. I don't think Beyondatc did that. The FedEx over there? Yep. Never leave work. I'm always at work with FedEx. Let's see. Are those tax ribbons from the... Yep, they're from Beyondatc. The new update that came out yesterday, or the experimental build, has taxi ribbons now. Have taxi ribbons. So for those who don't know the airports like I don't, very, very beneficial. Imagine having this in Chicago now. Ah, Jesus, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Although I've gotten much better with O'Hare. Much, much better with O'Hare. Alright, get rid of the ribbons. Ribbons. Go bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's quiet here in Fort Lauderdale. Super, super quiet. We got JetBlue ahead of us, right? Get out of the way, JetBlue. Yeah. I don't like, I really don't like this co-pilot voice. If I can get feedback, it's that. If Whack-A-Mole's here or anyone from Beyondatc, not a fan of whatever that voice set is. That's, yeah, pull it out of the library. Maybe it's just me. Another Southwest Airlines taxi. Yeah, right? Just haul ass here, man. I'm not going 30. I'm under 30. That's a cool feature for sure, yeah.
United 758, contact Fort Lauderdale Tower 119.3.
There's a lot of cool new voices, though.
119.3, United 758.
This is not one of them. It is not one of them. Fort Lauderdale Tower. Hello from United 758. We are holding short runway 10 left, ready to go.
United 758, number 2 for departure.
Oh, shoot. Look at this.
Hold short of runway 10
Here's that wake
left,
turbulence thing.
758.
44 seconds, 42 seconds, 41 seconds. Hot damn. I was wondering where they're going to put that, and they put it right in the app itself. Very cool. Freaking awesome. Damn, guys. Tell you what. I'm like a kid in a candy store sometimes when it comes to these Beyondatc updates. Line up and wait. 19 seconds, it says.
Line up and wait.
That's freaking awesome.
United 758.
I just noticed it. I didn't see it on the first flight. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's line up and wait. It's almost our turn. Gonna swing to the left on departure. Florida's looking gorgeous today. Gorgeous, I say. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a full system reset. I don't like... There's some weird stuff going on all the time. Alright. Hold here. I also was chatting with... AI yesterday. Which drive I should use. I should install Flight Sim on. I actually said to do my other drive because it's faster. I didn't realize that. So I think I'm gonna actually try that. The only problem is the shorter drive. It's a smaller drive. Toga! Let's haul ass. My favorite part about Beyondatc is when it says, it doesn't say haul ass, but it's like, you know, no delay, 5-minute final, or 5 mile Traffic 5 mile, whatever it says. I love that feature. All right, let's see if I can do a much better job on departure, because this is insane. That first departure was pretty crappy, but I don't have the crosswind this time. And now it feels much better. It's stiff. I literally said stiff is better than not. That still wasn't great. All right, gear going up. Apparently I'm a better max pilot than I am NG pilot. Who would have thunk? All right, bring that nose down, build up some speed here. RTO. Nav.
Contact Miami departure, United 758 CU.
Why can't we do nav?
Miami departure, United 758, leaving
¿Por qué?
600 for 12,000 feet.
There we go.
United 758, Miami departure. Good evening, radar contact.
1,000 feet. Oh, jeez, it's not that far over to the right. Or, sorry, left. Your other right.
Contact Miami Center 1.
Flaps up 1 notch.
JetBlue 270, good day.
Flaps up 2 notches. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Maybe not on the stream at 720. Scheiße. I'm a professional streamer, folks. Professional. How do you have 6K subscribers and you throw out this mess? Hopefully everyone that's watching, hopefully 80% of the people watching are on their phones. Even then they're like, what is this, 1999? 1999. There's only like 2 Prince songs I like. There's the 1999, and then there's the one in Batman. What's it called? How's it go? What the hell's that song? Party Man. Yeah, Party Man. It's a great song. I was playing that Lego Batman game, and that's in there. It's freaking great. It's great. They reproduced that entire scene with Joker. It's comically fun. All right, autopilot is engaged. Engaged. We're coming up from 5,000 feet. Sim is on the fastest drive. I think we are no longer an R-rated, maybe closer to XXX. Hey, it's wherever your mind goes. It's wherever your mind goes, right? My mind, I'm like the Pope. Look at that, Jesus, folks. As I say that, lightning strikes me. Jesus. Man. This sim. This sim, folks, is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. The incredible egg. Alright, what's our ETA for arrival? 58, looking pretty good. We gotta feed the kids at the top of the hour. Maybe I'll feed them during cruise here, huh? That might be best. Let's take a look real quick at the map, the new traffic. So they had some updates to the traffic map. I don't see. Oh, I see all the updates. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so here's the new traffic map from Beyondatc, a newer updated version. You have show call signs. Whoosh. So now you can see all the planes' call signs. Very, very nice. That would have been nice when I was trying to plane spot that one day. Show speed and altitude. Whoosh. Where's the show that? Call sign. Oh, then, okay, you have call signs on, and then you gotta have speed. Okay. Show timetable. Oh, look at that. Jesus. Alright, hold on. Let's get rid of that. This is like the thing that we saw SI have. The little table of all the traffic. Copycats. I guess who's done it better. I have no idea. We got who's en route. We got 2 flights en route that we can see, 3 that we can hear. 1... I don't know what all these other ones mean. I'm not sure what the great ones mean. Ones you can't hear or see. My guess. This is pretty freaking cool. This is nice. And then we got arrivals to Tampa, No active aircraft. Updates when you get close to the airport. All right, departures. All right, arrivals. We got from Midway. All right, here we go. Remember King Bob at the expo at Navigrass booth? We had to guess what the airports were. MTH. I have no freaking idea. It's in a Cessna 208. I have no idea. MTH. Okay, we got Key West, LA, and we got Kansas. Midway, wherever, Key West, Fort Lauderdale, LAX, and Kansas. All right, let's go to departure. We got Boston, LaGuardia, Salt Lake City, ILM. Oh man, ILM. Oh, I think I've done that. And then this is Huntsville, I think, right? Huntsville, HVN. Oh, where'd it go? Oh shoot, I don't know where it went. Dang. I don't know what that one is. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is freaking awesome. Okay. And then hold on, what's the status panel? There's a plane going around on approach. Oh, this is what they said, screenshot when you have problems. Okay, cool. Lining up. Oh, this is freaking awesome. This is nice. This is like a developer mode feature, I guess. Very cool. This is handy. Oh, look at that trail. It's like contrail. That's cool. So that's the new updated traffic map, 2.20. Very handy. Hats off to the Beyondatc team again. Let's see. Sean, welcome in. 720p goodness. Yeah. I apologize for that. OBS being stupid. I don't know why it changed it all of a sudden. Whole thing's just being weird. Those sounds effects, very high tech. Let's see, earthquake. Yeah, I heard the birth. Oh, not the. Venezuela had a crazy earthquake, right? They had 2 earthquakes. Jesus, man, dangerous. Hopefully everyone's okay. I know there's a bunch of people that passed away, unfortunately. Crazy world we live in, folks. A crazy world. Some say global warming is not real. Some say it is real. All I can say is this. Stuff is crazy. And it's scary. On Thursday... No, hold on. Yeah, on Thursday, we had a tornado warning where I was. And so there it was trying really hard. Not right over my suburb, but 2 suburbs away from us, so not that far, like 15 miles maybe. There was one that was circling, and it was trying to drop. It was working really hard to drop. It didn't actually fall. But man, the wind was scary. I saw trees, dude. They were like 90 degrees. Some of them were damn near, I'm not exaggerating, 90 degrees. It was wild. Wild stuff, man. Scary stuff. Illinois now has the most tornadoes this year. Tornado Alley has moved more north. Isn't that wild? I never thought when we moved to Illinois that we'd ever have to be concerned about tornadoes. Never ever crossed my mind. But man, I'm a little scared now. I'm a little scared. We're also in an N unit where I live, and I kind of want to get to like the middle. Do you rather fly the iFly or the PMDG? Well, also I personally, I like the iFly. The Max, especially with this last update, that Max, I've been having a blast flying that thing, man. I've been having just a blast flying the iFly. This is my first time in the 737 NG since the update came out. The Max update came out 2 weeks ago, right? That was because today would have been the Expo 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's a great update. That Max is freaking incredible. And here's the best part: free. Free. And I don't know, someone said that the 2024 native was going to be a paid upgrade. I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know if it's actually been confirmed by iFly. I don't think so. FENIX is going to be free with their next update as well. Not the new plane, not the Neos, but whatever update they're working on cooking up, right? And then of course, Flight Sim Studios announced that their 1.0 will be free. The native 1.0 will be free, which that has to be because it's been a long time. Tornado Halley Shift. Free cup of coffee, yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to go on that whole rant. The planes are great. That's all there is to it. The planes are great. PMG makes incredible planes. The 777's incredible. The 737's incredible. I've heard great. I have the DC-3, or no, DC-3, right? No, 6? DC-6 in 2020. I haven't flown in 2024, and that's fine. No, it's not the DC. Which one do I have? I can't remember now. Either way, it's all fun. All good time, folks. All right, let's start preparing for this arrival. It's coming up pretty quick here. So, one left for the arrival. Be ahead of the plane. 007. I love the Tampa approach 01. It's a really nice approach. 007. There it is. I prefer it over 19. And then the minimums are 211. 211. Let's bring this guy down. 211. There it is. 211 in the box. Cool. And then comms. Come on down here to the comms. 1089. 108 and a 9. Bring that up there. 108 and a 9. Bring that on up there. Perfecto. There we go. Oh, yeah, we got speed in it. And then 40. Jesus, 118 on the speed. Isn't that crazy? Wind corrections, 0. I don't know about that. We took off like, what, an hour ago? And there was crosswind. I love the iFly, but I fly VR and I just get a big FPS hit versus PM. Oh, really? A big FPS hit in VR? Joke, I love the 737s. Believe it or not, I have not touched the FENIX Airbuses in months. I think we broke up. Really? Captain, you were a big FENIX guy, too. That's like Jay Russ. Jay Russ went all the way over to Boeing. Like, he bought a yoke, sold his side sticks, and did his entire cockpit all Boeing. I never thought I'd see the day. Never. I joked about it. I think he'll regret the decisions down the road when the Neos come out, and then whenever additional Airbuses come out, maybe the 220. Like, I am super excited, but like, I don't have a. I fly a freaking Airbus with my Moza AY210. Kill me. I have fun. It's all about fun, folks. It's all about fun. Sorry, folks. PMG over iFly, or PMG iFly over anything FENIX. Ah, oh, Jesus! Shots fired. I love it all. I flew the FENIX a couple days ago. I flew a CRJ a couple days ago. Primarily flying the iFly and the 777 recently, though. And I've been thinking about the Fokker. You know, gonna Fokker it up a little bit. The 100, not the 70, because the 100 is the one that American flew, I think, and the 70 they did not. So I've been thinking about it. It's a lot of money, though, man. My concern is this. I put this in Discord. My concern is when the EJET comes out, the new update for the EJET, I'm probably going to fly that a bit, right? And then, of course, we don't know when the 220 is going to come out. It could come out any day now. It could come out any moment now. And I'm going to fly the hell out of that plane, probably. There's a high chance. I'm a big regional airliner. And if I had to pick one of the two, I'm definitely going to get the 220 over the Fokker. So I'm kind of just... I'm waiting it out. I've heard great things about the Fokker. It's supposed to be really, really good. They've just done a really good job with all their planes. But I think it's best for me to hold out. I think it's best for me to just chillax.
United 758, descend via Bullfrog Tree arrival.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Cool plane to have, but I should probably just hold off. This guy needs to get a life. He needs to go to the bar, meet some women, open up a little bit, because he's just too mono. He's very monotone. Was looking into the Moza yoke. I just don't have the space. Desk is too small. Yeah, the Moza yoke is huge. I know Jay Russ was talking about getting it, but he doesn't know how he could mount it properly with his setup. It's a very big yoke. That's what she said. Not to me, but it's long. That's what she said as well. But it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. I don't regret it at all, even with the crack, you know, thumbsticks. I don't regret it whatsoever. If I had to buy it again, I likely would. I likely would. At the time of purchasing it, dropping out all that money, I was a little, you know, my butt was a little perked. Or perched. What's it? Not perked. Perked. Was a little, what the hell's the word I'm looking for? Little, my butt was a little, you know, tight, squeezing. Can't think of the word I'm looking for. But it's a freaking awesome thing. And this new not flyby, the FFB bridge thing is really, really cool. It's free. Can't go wrong. I just like that it's like it doesn't use any resources. It seems like it doesn't have all the SimConnect issues that the other Moza, the actual Moza software has. It's gotten better, but there's still some issues every once in a while. It's still that data log thing where it's saving the logs. That's still an issue every once in a while. It's weird. I don't know. Do you ever fly the EJETs? If they, let's see, hold on. They get a lot of fluff, but they're fun jet. Yeah, I fly the EJETs. There's a bug with the current build, the oscillating issue. I was just reading there's an actual puckered. Thank you, puckered. That's great. My butt gets puckered. That's hilarious. But the EJET's a lot of fun. But there's the oscillating issue. I read about that. You can find a workaround. I'm just gonna wait. The new build should be coming out pretty quickly here. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. But a new experimental build should be coming out pretty quickly, and then probably the final version sometime after that, shortly after that. But yeah, it's a fun plane. I have a blast flying it. I absolutely love it. And then also, if you don't know, Boris is working on a sound pack for the EJET. Boris has the best sounds ever. The sounds you're hearing on this plane are the Boris sound pack. Freaking awesome. So I'm super excited for it. What software is that? It's called FFB Bridge. So it's if you have force feedback products, it's for that. It's for that. And he just recently added in the Moza AY210 and I think the AB6. He personally has the AB9. So there's not a lot of profiles. I just posted one yesterday, or maybe the day before for the iFly. I think it was yesterday actually. And I have to work on the PMDG. I got to work on that one a little bit. There's still something really weird. It's weird that they don't work the way I want them to. The same. It's very strange, but it's got to be the way that telemetry is being read from the two planes. Moza probably sends it differently than, or not Moza, sorry. PMG sends it differently than iFly. Who knows? The one thing that isn't fully working is the autopilot. Like flight following doesn't seem to work great. Limitations on that, which I'd rather actually not move. To be frank with you, that just means it's more wear and tear. You know, so with it not moving, less wear and tear means longevity. Maybe. The FCC just called. This stream is getting out of hand. You may be canceled. You can't cancel me because I canceled myself. You also can't cancel a guy that has nothing going on. There's nothing here. Nothing at all. Time is it? 6:38 my time. 84 nautical miles. Did we get cleared to descent? Yes, we did. I'm going to step away for maybe 5-ish minutes. I'm going to feed the pets. That should give me enough time to come on in for the arrival. This way we can talk a little bit after the landing. I don't got to like end it abruptly like I've done in the past. Okay, so be right back in just a few moments. So hang in there, folks. I have returned. Alright, we gotta do El Tempeda. Almost perfect timing for that. 3012, that's good. And I think we're good to go here. Thanks for sticking with me for that couple moments. The pets are being fed, or eating. And you'll be on the ground here in, let's see, about 13-ish minutes or so. Probably. Well, this update's pretty good. There was that weird issue go around for whatever reason. And I didn't obviously capture the map thing that they said to capture. I think it was more for the ground though.
Center on 134.55, United 758.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna submit it now.
Miami
Well,
Center, United 758.
let's see how this arrival is.
15,700 descending via
Let's see how this arrival. If this arrival has the same issue, then I will submit it as a bug. I know we had the issue, had that issue in the past of one of the builds, and then they pushed out a hotfix that kind of rectified that situation. Who knows what that problem was. I love the new changes to the co-pilot voice. It's really freaking awesome. I love the taxi thing is really, really cool. I think for me, just the ground handling and stuff like that, just those behind the scenes things are the biggest selling points for me personally. Funny, I was sitting on a real 737 to the expo and thought, huh, this needs a Boer sound pack. Oh my god, King Bob, that's fantastic. And Captain gifting 10 gifted memberships to the community. Captain, thank you so much for generosity today. Much appreciated. Hilaku Mukau, which is P2's friend, got one from Captain. Temple got one. Alex as well. Wiz Nation. I could say something, but I'm not going to. Dave 9116, John Silva, Mando, Mandalorian, love it, and Bogaden, Miles Tang, Miles Tang, and Valrond, all courtesy of Captain. Thank you again, Captain, for the 10 gifted memberships and your generosity. Always come in here, have a great conversation, and help really support the channels. I really do appreciate it. Really do. What exactly is Beyondatc update? I haven't played Flight Sim in a couple months. Oh, Jesus. It's a huge update. It's in experimental only. The biggest thing is they redid the entire ground logic from the ground up, reworked it all. Literally ground up, get it? So that's completely redone. Better fixes with that. They added in taxi ribbons. They added in auto change the co-pilot voice. The big selling point is if you do turnaround flights, so take off from one location, land at it, and then do a turnaround to go to another location from that same airport. You don't have to exit Beyondatc anymore. And then a bunch of vector fixes. It's a massive update. Huge. I think it might be, in my opinion, outside of the traffic update for Beyondatc that came out, a year and a half ago. This probably is the biggest update that's going to be available for everyone. I know VFR is a big deal, but I think this is going to be bigger than VFR. I think there are more pilots that are IFR pilots with Beyondatc, obviously for the reason that VFR is limited. I think it's bigger than VFR. This is a fantastic, huge update. It's the next best thing they can do since traffic. It's a heck of an update, man. It's huge. We've gotten great vectors so far today. The only issue we ran into was the arrival told us to go do a go-around, even though there's no plane on the taxiway. There's nothing that should have had us go around. That's the only flaw we had, which is a big flaw. It's the only thing. So we landed anyways. But the turnaround thing was pretty good. No problems at all with that for the most part. It went to Tampa clearance right away instead of going to Fort Lauderdale clearance. I don't know if that could have been me though. I don't know. I guess we could test it again if we want to on landing. But that's outside that it was flawless. The taxi ribbons really cool to have for airports where the complex, all that kind of jazz. Performance has been top notch. No issues at all. Love the live traffic. That update was Oh man, hallelujah kind of thing. The live traffic update went from there being a lot of, you know, not a lot, having planes to having real planes. Jesus, folks. Jesus. Release date? I don't know. Have no idea. I'm not quite sure when it will come to the other branch. No idea. Oh, there's the rain. No idea. I'm not an insider. I don't have any special access to the Beyondatc people. Well, I do, but I don't use it. I'm just a regular. I'm a VIP on their Discord, whatever that means. I can't remember what Captain said. I'm a VIP. Mama made it on TV. How's the vectoring? So far, so good today, and the vectoring's been very good. You know, they'll have those occasional issues, but like I talked about, you weren't here right at the beginning of the stream, but yeah, in my opinion, I have not used all of the ATC products, but in terms of, you know, consistently over the past year and a half. But if I had to, if I put out a poll out there, and I have to be anonymous and honest, you're not going to get that from everyone, but I bet you the percentage of errors on flights with all three major players would be roughly the same. I'm not sure what that number is. Guys, look how gorgeous this is here, man. Look at this. This is a flight. Look at the shadows. I don't know if that's on purpose. What the hell is that shadow? Oh, from the smokestacks here. Look at that. Jesus. Where's plane at? X-plane can't look like this ever. Not even with ortho. Look at this. Freaking Jesus. Gives me goosebumps. Yeah, but it's been Vector's been very good for Beyondatc, honestly. But I do feel that, you know, as a collective whole, all three of them probably have about the same amount of issues together. Are you currently using premium characters? They sound really nice. No, this is the local voices. This last update, the current one that's out for experimental build, so that came out yesterday, added some voices apparently. The only one I don't like so far is the co-pilot one I'm getting right now. It's a random one they picked. I don't like this one. It sounds too monotone. Sounds like he just needs some love in life. You know, the same love that that King Bob got from Nikki at the expo in the hotel room. Didn't Flight Radar stop FSLTL? So how Navigraph partnered with Flight Radar to bring live traffic, and they brought it to FSLTL and Beyondatc now. And so you have to have a membership for that, of course, through Navigraph. But if you have that premium membership, the ultimate, whatever it's called, then you can get the live traffic. So it's not free anymore like it was before. But, you know,
United 758, turn right, heading 325.
325, roger that, 325.
325, United 758.
325, roger. Over to the right, making our turn. Intercept the localizer. Done this approach a billion times, so it's a gorgeous, gorgeous approach here. Gorgeous approach. Look at that. Look at that, folks. No sim looks this good. I don't care. This is default. Other than the plane and the airport, everything's default. Nothing looks this good default. Other than Flight Sim 2024. Freaking incredible. All those people, all those streamers who were like anti Flight Sim 2024 at launch, suck a big one. That sounds mean. Tampa approach, United 758 has the field in sight. I'm just saying, us early adopters, we knew it was up. We're clear for the visual. We knew what was up, you know what I mean? We all knew what was going to happen. We all knew that eventually things are going to be great. We got to be patient with it all. There were so many of these higher end streamers that were so anti-2024, and they really pissed me off. They really, really did, because they did not give it the opportunity it needed. I know Sobo oversold it. I get that. But it still, it just really ticked me off, man. It really, really did. Clearly, I'm a little hot right now about it, but it really just irritated me with a passion. Localizer's captured. Looking good. We are about 13 nautical miles out. Okay, I currently have a max plan on Navigraph, so I should have live traffic with Beyond. Yes, you should. Yep, you should. I don't. Is it available only to? I don't know if it's only available to the supporter package, supporter people, or if it's. You'll have to go on their Discord and check it out. They have a wiki you can look at too for how to set it up. I don't want to show all that. That's just. Plus, I don't want to. It might show my credentials. I don't want that to show up. But it's really, really simple. It's pretty much just a toggle switch.
United 758, contact Hamlet Tower 119.5 per day.
Over the tower.
Over to tower 119.
It has come a long way and
United
keeps
758.
getting better. I concur. I concur.
United 758, visual runway 1 left.
I'm not going to worry about the wipers. I'm fairly certain we won't have rain as we land.
Tower, Windcom, runway 1 left, clear to land.
I just get I get irritated when people write off things they should be writing off. They don't know anything about. You know what I mean? They write off things they don't know anything about, and it just irritates me. Especially with the amount of effort that Microsoft and Asobo has put into this thing. You gotta think about it, man. Like, Microsoft could easily scrap 2024. They can say, nah, there's no money in it, right? They could have easily done that. They didn't. Even with all the backlash from content creators out there who are like, it sucks, I'm using 2020 only. My planes don't work. Oh, suck a big one. Oh, have you seen the new Say Intentions AI graphics generator? It looks really nice. What? Graphics generator? What is that? Say Intentions graphics generator? What is that? Alright. Gear down. I don't know anything about that. We are 7 nautical miles out. Runway in sight. We are clear to land, so we did not get the same bug as the last flight, so I'm not going to worry about submitting it. I know it technically was a bug. But I'm gonna, if it happens again, I will submit it. But for one-offs, I don't worry about it. I'm not that person that's like, oh, we gotta submit every single bug that happens. There are gonna be issues. I'm an experimental build, man. It's gonna happen. Accept it. If you want the latest and greatest, you have to realize you're gonna run into issues every once in a while. Alright, I gotta get back positive. I gotta get back to positive, guys. I was feeling good. Now I'm getting down. Alright, landing runway 1 left. We're gonna exit to the right and figure out whatever gate they give us. We'll do the taxi arrows on the ground for the arrival as well. Alright, we are at 40 flaps, looking good on the glide slope. LNAV's good. Alright, autopilot's disconnected my aircraft.
Holding short, runway 1 left.
1 left, they're holding for us, so they better.
749, hold short of runway 1 left.
Hold short of
I
runway
feel
1
like they
left,
should be
Delta
giving
749.
a little bit. We are, well, I guess we're within 5 nautical miles. That plane could take off, though. If they haul ass. If they do a southwest takeoff, they could haul ass and take off. You know what I mean? There's times where, like, I'm waiting. I'm not quite sure how long, though. Like, how long in real life? What's the, you know, if is a plane on 5 mile final, can you let them take off still?
Tampa Tower, UPS 50.
The takeoff though from Tampa here, like they let us get on the runway pretty quick. That seems like that's been reworked. Obviously ground, because a lot of times you'd have to wait until that plane gets off the runway or something, or even like landing. They let the other plane line up and wait while that plane was still exiting the runway. So I think those have been reworked, which is really, really cool. But I don't, in real life, I'm not quite sure how long you actually have to wait for before you can let a plane come in. I'm getting mixed signals here. We're low on approach. I'm getting slightly high on the approach. No, I guess they're both low on approach. We're not that low, though. I'm going by the glide slope. I'm not going by the pappies. Pappies are wrong. Because this feels pretty good. Maybe, slightly lower, but feels pretty good. The wind did calm down. Hot damn. Guess we just picked the wrong time to take off. Wind really calmed down. It is calm. Must have been like a storm. Tail end of a storm or something.
100.
Here's that southwest that's talking.
Southwest 928, tower number 2 for departure.
30.
Roger,
20.
number 2 Southwest 928.
Alright, idle. Flare it. Gently. Nice. Good touchdown. Jesus, folks, I do this for a living. I should be sometimes. Reverse is coming out. Alright, let's exit here at Whiskey 5. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights are on still. Flaps up. Speed brakes disarmed. Let's see what the taxi ribbons say. I'm gonna hold here. I'm not quite sure if we're gonna go left or right.
UPS 5354 heavy, wind calm, runway 1 left, clear to land.
Clear to land. UPS come behind us.
UPS 5354 heavy.
It's kind of hard to explain, but you answer a couple questions and the AI generates you the best settings for you with the nav data settings, windows, and in-game settings. It's free as well. What now?
All aircraft be advised. Information whiskey now current.
Generates you what? AI generates best settings.
Southwest 660, cross runway
Answer a couple questions and the AI generates you the best settings for you with Navi. Tampa Ground United 758. We're currently at Whiskey 5, looking to taxi to assigned gate. Alpha 6.
United 758, welcome to Tampa Airport. Stay parking or advise if need assignment.
Looking to park at Alpha 6. United 758.
United 758, say again gate number.
Gate Alpha 6.
United 758, taxi to gate Alpha 6 via Whiskey 5 Victor 4 Victor, Yankee, Juliet 2 Juliet, Juliet, Lima Golf.
That's straight ahead.
Taxi to gate Alpha 6 via Whiskey 5 Victor 4.
There's our arrows.
Juliet 2 Juliet, Juliet, Lima
So
Golf,
wait, hold on. What now? It
758.
answer a couple questions. AI generates you the best settings for the nav data, or the flight sim data. Like it generates the best settings to use for performance on your sim. There's another program that does it too. Another AI program that's done that. I don't trust any of that stuff though. The best settings you can do for your sim is the minimal settings you can do for your sim. The less things you change, the better.
Southwest 660,
That's my personal
cross runway
opinion.
1 right at Charlie
I sound like
1.
Kip here for a second.
Cross runway 1 right at Charlie 1, Southwest 660.
NVIDIA, I don't know how you spell it.
Southwest 660,
Yeah,
contact Tampa Tower
all the research I've been
115.
doing, all the stuff I've been looking at, man, like J. Russ, King Bob can confirm, the less, and Irishman now even, the less things you change in the sim, the better your performance is going to be. The less things you change on your PC in general, the better your performance is going to be. When you go in there and start moving things around and looking at all these different performance videos, I'm guilty of them, I've done many of them. The more you start messing with that stuff, the more problems you cause, the higher chance of you causing, you know, more problems than solving. The best settings are honestly default with your system, period. And then, you know, throw on auto FPS. The best setting you can get, man. The best settings you can get. It's an SI free app that analyzes your sim while you're using it and then provides you with recommendations of your graphics settings that you may want to implement, but it's your choice. I also get a little nervous with that because how much data are they collecting from your system? I don't like that stuff either. I don't like them collecting my data. Anyone that gives you anything for free is collecting your information, right? They're collecting your information, and I'm sure it's not. They're not selling it probably. I'm confident in that. SI is not selling any of your stuff. Here's our gate. 6. Yep. But they're collecting it. I don't want them collecting my crap. That's why I'm not using that other one. That other free one that's on FlightSim.to. That AI one. It's essentially the same thing. I just don't want anyone collecting my crap. Microsoft collects enough of it. Google and Microsoft collect enough. Wait. Are we supposed to stop or is he yelling at me to stop or keep going? Jumping jacks? I think he's yelling at me to stop. Alright, I'm stopped. I stopped. Alright, over to the left-hand side. Set the chocks. The chooks. Ground power is next. Gate is connected. To the top we go. Waiting for the ground power. There it is. Let's go ahead and turn off the packs. Ground power's connected now. Down below. Switches are off. And that's it, folks. That is all she wrote. 2-hour stream. Not too bad. Very, very... How do you kill out GSX? How do you, like, end it? Is there a button to, like, just end it? Restart? How do you close? Anyone know how to just stop GSX? Just restart GSX. Invoice. What's this? Oh, it's my invoice. I don't care about that. Double click to change. There's restart. There's no way to, like, turn off GSX. Yeah, the guy disappeared, but this thing's on there still. Interesting. Well, very good Beyondatc update. I'm very impressed. I'm gonna do a lot of flying this weekend with it. See how things go. Keep an eye on Discord, ! Discord. If you're not already part of Discord, come join us with the chat. It's lots of fun. We pick on Plin. It's a great time. I don't think there's a stop button. Oh, isn't there? I know you can close out Contrail. That will close it out, but there should be a button to close it out. Man, performance is freaking great. I'm very happy with it. It's been a lot. What is that? Oh, it's another plane over there. Look at that. Jesus, folks. Look at that. Only in Flight Sim 2024. Don't get rid of that. Look at that, man. Not that. That. Jesus. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sim. Look at they got wipers on the little hug there. Or no, that's the baggage guy. That's cool. If that doesn't work, I can get. I don't know if that Discord link works still. Let me know if that Discord link does not work. I'll pop in a link. I'll pop in a link. Just let me know. I didn't ask if it's the baby. Oh, I didn't ask. Is it the baby? Yeah, this is the 600. This is the little bye-bye. The little bye-bye. I'll copy this link. I'll just pop in a new link. Here's a Discord. In case that one doesn't work, there's an active Discord link. So come join the chat in Discord. We have a lot of good chats in there. A lot of weird, different conversational stuff we do. And then obviously to keep up on the latest and greatest here of on the channel. I don't know if it's great, but the latest. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I'll kind of see how I'm feeling. I might stream tomorrow, but I might stream on Tuesday next week as well. Kind of see. Oh, I want to try something real quick though. So here's the Beyondatc flight plan thing, right? So this is where you can redo what's it called? Turnaround, right? I want to test something real quick. So I'm going to just make a new flight. So let's edit this flight. You don't see this on screen, I know. Departure is going to be Tampa. Let's say we'll go to Orlando. So we're going to put in Orlando's KMCO. All right, we're going to generate that. I want to see what it does with the comms. So we're currently on Tampa, right? I want to see if this is a bug. All right, we're going to hit the button, download a new flight plan. And the traffic's all going to stay there, which is the coolest thing about this update for those who like doing turnarounds. I don't do them very often, but there are definitely times I do. We're still on Tampa ground. And which is where we should be. Yeah, I think I screwed something up, and now we're on Tampa clearance. Yeah, I think I screwed something up. Somehow. Somehow I screwed that up, but I don't know how. But yeah, it looks like it's working. Must have been just a user error, like everything else on the channel. User error. Thank you so much all for the support today. A lot of fun with this stream. Oh, here's the new message too. Are you sure you want to close Beyondatc? Oh, you don't see that. Are you sure you want to close Beyondatc? Confirm. Now close out Beyondatc. A lot of fun today. Thank you all for coming in. Captain, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships today. Much appreciated as always. Thank you all for the chat. Thank you all for hanging out with me for 2 hours. Very cool update. I'll either stream tomorrow or Tuesday, one of those 2 days, and then again next weekend for sure, 4th of July weekend, probably on the 4th of July, honestly. I know I did last year, so I'll probably do it again this year. Figure out what we want to fly. But yeah, we'll keep you all informed on what's going on, and we'll see you all for the next stream. The stream's just going to end. I don't have an ending video anymore. So it's just going to end abruptly. So again, thank